Ambassador Durrani, what is your take on what just has been said by Ambassador Coker? In my opinion, we were quite quiet for a long period of time before this government, and I think we have done quite well. Well, it's not enough. I wouldn't say it's enough, but we have done quite well. And is there anything more that we can do?
Well, I would say we would have done quite well, much better, had there been a result. We did try thrice through China in the UN Security Council, but except for the informals inside the closed doors of the UN Security Council, it didn't move much because we had the veto from the French because they were selling their Rafale aircraft to India worth $7 billion. The United States had a newfound love with India, so they were lukewarm. They didn't say, because once one permanent member says no, it means a veto. So the rest kept quiet, including Britain, including United States. Russians would have been on board had this been debated, and they would have sided with China or perhaps kept themselves neutral. But unfortunately, this did not happen. So I think we should be realistic enough, and then it calls for more work. On the diplomatic front, yes, if we had this been debated and negotiated in the UN or elsewhere, then yes, our diplomats, our diplomacy would have shown its, worth. Diplomacy has not got a full chance. The reason being, as my senior ambassador Coker has rightly said it, whatever it is, your foreign policy is a reflection of your domestic structure. If the people in the country, politically they are divided, they are, singing different tunes and different songs. So we have to face that music. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I will have to disappoint that our success in diplomacy, if you compare it with the Indians have been pragmatic. They have taken an action. They are aggressors, but the world has not taken the due notice which it should have taken, despite all our protestations and despite all our efforts. So what do we say? That we have failed? No, we have not failed. I'm not saying that. It is an ongoing and persistent process, which we will have to, and we will have to, I think we will not give up. It is 70 years. China waited for Hong Kong for 150 years. For Macau, it waited almost for 400 years. We have to have the patience of the Taliban. They told to the Americans that you may have the watches, but we have time. So I think we have the time. We will, I think, keep on hammering this point. And for India, I don't think they have much options. They have only 3 options. 1, kill all the Kashmiris. 2nd, make them good Indians. Or 3rd is to negotiate. So it is India's pick. Whatever they want to do, they will have to do that. So diplomatic options are also like that, these 3 options which I have told you. So they have tried to have a complete lockdown. They have failed. They have failed in a sense in subjugating the will of the people. So as long as the Kashmiri people have the will, they will continue. So that's why during the past 7 decades...
And Kashmiris, Ambassador Durrani, have the will. There's no doubt about this. But very quickly, just a quick follow-up before I move to Mr. Oburn. Ambassador Durrani, I infer from what you said, and you said several very important things, but a couple of things I want to highlight. One, you said about the internal Pakistani politics, somehow it seemed to me you're saying that Pakistani governments need to focus on uniting the country in order for us to have a stronger foreign policy. And a second thing you mentioned, the Indians, one edge the Indians had over Pakistani diplomacy is that Indian diplomacy has been sort of pragmatic. So just on the point of being pragmatic, what exactly are you saying? I mean, are we not pragmatic?
No, they pragmatic in a sense that they wanted to have it. They have just bulldozed everything. pragmatic in a sense, because they knew it, their worth, they have seen they have weighed their economic muscle, which is why now they could get away with whatever they wanted to do. We have had all the moral, diplomatic, political weight with us, and the arguments were in support of us, but the world did not listen to that. That's why I said what happened in the UN Security Council. Yes.